Hi guys, how's it going and welcome to a new video. Today we're doing another tech video. Now as you can see, we're doing a best drone for under $100. Now the site I got this from was gearbest.com, not sponsored by them or anything like that. It's just that's the cheapest place you can get it. However, it's a deal going on at the moment, so you've got to snap it up while it's quick. The original price is like $284. However, I don't think they'll put it straight back to that. So you can go head down, get yourself one of those. There's other sites to do it as well. I think on eBay they're about £74, which is quite cheap as well. But eBay's a little bit, Gearbest is a little bit cheaper, and it's more reliable as well because it's coming from an authorized source. Here is the beauty itself. We're just going to quickly go through the controls and stuff before we go. If you turn it on, you'll see there's LEDs here, all around here, so that helps when you're in like night time. If you want to do any night flying, you probably won't want to use this camera if you're doing night flying because it does not record at night very well. That just helps you just see where it is, which way is front, which way is back, because there's different colours for the front, different colours for the back. You don't want to get confused with that, or else you'll be spinning all out of control. But yeah, here you can see they're flashing. It's just if you've got epilepsy or anything like that, just look away please. So here you can see there's green at the back and white at the front, which just helps let you know which one's front and back, as I say. Here you've got a camera which is 2 megapixel. It's decent. I've got some quality footage. I've got some footage later on if you guys want to check that out. If you don't really want me to talk about this or anything, you can skip to the end where I do some footage testing. So basically it's got a blue light at the back, which just means that it's not recording it, and when it is recording it goes red. So basically, as you can see, for some reason you're seeing there's 5 white and 1 red. That's not what it's meant to be. It's meant to be 2 red at the front and then 4 white at the back. However, I accidentally crashed it already. Yes, I already crashed it, so I had to put a white one in there as a replacement until I get a new red one. Yeah, so apart from that, it's a decent camera. As you can see, there's a bit of quality coming off here, but it doesn't really matter. No one's looking at that. But yeah, really easy to put together. It took me about 10 minutes to put together. It was really nicely put together. Some of the stuff was already put on there for me, some of the harder stuff. They supply you with screws, they supply you with a screwdriver, which is really handy. And yeah, these are really easy to put in and they work very well. So let's move on to the controller. Now, as you can see, the screen here, for the first person view, you can look at where the camera is when you're flying around. There's no delay. It's absolutely brilliant. So I can just have a look at what my camera's seeing while I'm flying it, which is great if you're doing promotional videos or anything. If you were doing promotional videos though, do not use that camera because the camera is not good enough quality for promotional videos. I would probably go for an action camera, not anything too big, because obviously I don't think the motors will be able to take it. A smaller, maybe, I don't know, Mobius or something like that. I think that would be decent because it's really like 32 grams or something. It's really light. So moving on, this is your movement. So up, down, if you want to spin, that's for spinning. So if you move left and right on this joystick, you can spin. Up and down is depending on how high or low it goes. This is for your movement of left, right. I haven't really tried pressing up. Up is just to like direct yourself up, which kind of just is forward, and down is obviously backwards. So you got the antenna here. This is a bit of an awkward fit, but you know it works. So the buttons here is this. I won't use these buttons if you're a beginner, but these are just the trim buttons. So if you want to trim and stuff, that's up to you. And here you have some LED options, which just means that you can change the LEDs if you want. Here we have a no fly return button, which means that it should come back to where you took off from. Basically, if you click it, so if you're in a mess or anything, it's a gimmick. It does not work. That's the only negative part about this whole thing, is that does not work at all. It's a bit annoying, but you know, I didn't really buy it for that, so that's good. If you want to buy one and you really want that, you're probably going to have to go for a really expensive one, because obviously you need like a high GPS system on board it, which you get from like Inspires and stuff and Phantoms, but you're not going to get it from something like this. Here you have headless mode, which basically means that it stays at the same height. This works pretty well. It's good for more advanced people who want to take shots of stuff, and because first time I tried using this, I nearly crashed it. Honestly, I actually nearly crashed it because it just kind of went all over the place. Took a bit of getting used to, but now I finally worked it out. on the back we have 2 buttons. Now this one, as you can see here, is for taking a camera. If you hold it down, you will record a video. If you just click it once, it'll take a nice little pic. On this side, this is the exciting one. This is for doing flips. Now flips are insane. All you have to do is press this, press up and down if you want to do a front flip or back flip, or side if you want to do a sideways flip. That's pretty easy. Now if I turn this on, as you can see it's flashing, which means it's on low battery because I haven't put new batteries in yet. And then you click the on button, it turns on like there, and then it obviously says no signal for me here, but if I actually get a turn that on, then it will say a signal. So if I try turning this on now it's on, as you can see, and now you should get a video on here. There you can see there's a video of my wardrobe because I'm facing the camera in that direction, but it's pretty cool. If I move that around, look, if I move that around, it changes the camera. It's really nice, and it's like no lag at all. Look, moving it about. So basically the battery is a lithium ion battery, but it's about 10 minutes long. I say the battery life. I've got 2 of them. I think it's handy if you've probably got 3 or 4 of them if you're actually going to do like go out for days of just flying drones, because honestly you probably want more than 20 minutes out there. Now I find that the thing likes to drag a little bit in the wind. It's not too bad. It's very well controlled, but on a windy day I'd probably either go to a place that's very open, or I would just won't do anything, to be honest with you, because it can get flown away by the wind, and it's hard to bring it back, especially against the wind. So you usually have to turn it around and then press forward to come back. So guys, it's time to the video where I do the little test of the video and the sound quality. So guys, you might be able to tell it has an inbuilt microphone on it. However, I don't think it's actually got too much use, because the noise of the copter just kind of blurs it out a little bit when you're flying it. So I'd probably just put music on, like I'm about to do in a second when I'm reviewing it. I would just put a bit of music over the top, or talk over the top, if you're going to do any flying or anything like that for videos or promotional videos. I don't know what you want to do with it, but yeah, I'd probably upgrade the camera. I don't think it'd be able to take on a GoPro. However, there are some smaller action cameras out there which would probably be great for this, and I think because it's got such a sturdy build, you'd be able to put those on and maybe even have both cameras on at the same time, get 2 different angles. I don't know, it's up to you guys, but yeah, I'd probably switch up the camera if I was you guys, and maybe go for a different approach in using microphones and stuff. Right.
And we all know